Investigating the Lewiston mass shootings meeting for the 12th time today, and they heard again from Maine State Police. This time the hearing focused on communication. Connor Clement live in Lewiston after covering that hearing. And Connor, what more can you tell us about the message from State Police today?
Well, Terry, the commission covered a wide range of topics with members of Maine State Police today here at Lewiston City Hall. More specifically, their role in the 48-hour manhunt that ensued for Robert Card. Members of Maine State Police detailed how an information leak made their jobs more difficult. Members of Maine State Police detailed the hunt for Robert Card inside Lewiston City Hall, including nearly 800 tips that came in about his whereabouts last October.
This beat the hell out of law enforcement pretty good, too.
Colonel William Ross said communication leaks, such as a bulletin with pertinent information about Card shared by Maine State Police with other agencies, was leaked, making its way onto Facebook, which he said made the search more challenging.
We didn't want to risk him getting a hold of any of this type of stuff, so we shut it down.
Ross also told the commission, despite Card's family willingly cooperating with police, events in the past where families try to aid suspects who are on the run led to hesitancy from investigators.
As investigators, we have to be very cautious of what we're extracting from them and what we're doing with it because, again, not of the Card family, because of our experiences in the past.
The commission questioned self-dispatching that took place as chaos ensued when officers showed up to help without assignments. State Police said for an active shooter situation, that's what they want.
Active shooter, that's what it is. Get people there, and then you have 2 scenes and 4 scenes. Keep them coming. That's what we need.
Finally, State Police members were asked why a search of Maine Recycling, where Card was found deceased in an overflow lot, took so long after Card's brother told them he was most likely there.
I think we got to Maine Recycling relatively quickly, and we're 24 hours into this. We're starting to get into Maine Recycling, and we find him within 48 hours. I wish we could have found him earlier. But the reality of it is, we don't know where he is. We don't know how long he was in Maine Recycling, if he was there the entire time or not. So there's a lot of just unknowns here that we're all trying to piece together.
Looking back, there are things State Police officials would like to see done differently. But overall, the agency stands by their response.
This was a massive undertaking, and I think that the Maine law enforcement community can be proud of the work that they did. And sometimes we punch back at each other, and that stuff happens. But I think in the end, when the call came in, people responded and did what they were supposed to be doing. And I think if we can focus on that moving forward, that's the best message I think we can get out there to everybody.
The commission is expected to have at least one more public meeting on the investigation into the Lewiston shootings here in the near future, and they say their plan is to still release their final report on the matter by midsummer. Reporting live in Lewiston tonight, Connor Clement, Maine's Total Coverage.